Got something very special for you today. This is the Capricorn 01 Zagato, and we're gonna be one of the first people in the world to drive it on camera. So this is the first ever hypercar designed by Zagato, the legendary Italian design company. And this is the first ever production car by Capricorn. And this car is made 85% by them in-house, which is an incredible number. But let's take a look at the highlights before we get into the details. Starting with the lights, you've got these three tiers here. These two are your high beams, and then your middle one is your low beam. And you've got this running light here, which I think looks incredible. Over here, you've got your badge. Obviously, huge carbon fiber front splitter with these massive intakes. You've got one here that goes in here through to your wheel well and actually comes out here as well. And then you've got down here, massive one that goes through to your radiator and up into the back here. Now, take a look in here. You've actually got 110 litres of storage. You can see your massive cooling fans here, better. Then you can also see here your Bilston shocks, which is part of the racing DNA of this car. And you can actually see that more in the tyres. We'll close that up and I'll talk a bit about that. Now, Michelin Pilot Sport tyres. These are actually offset wheels. You've got 9.5 inches in the front, 12.5 inches in the back. And that's because this is rear wheel drive. So that's where you want to be putting down all that rubber and getting all the power. Now, coming along here, you've got fixed side mirrors, which are actually attached to the fender. And this was a design feature. They didn't want to have cameras. They wanted it to be fixed mirrors because they want that timeless classic look and they don't want too much tech. Now, also looking at the side here, you've got another aero feature here. This comes from the wheel well, as you can see that gap there. Then you've got this big intake here, which goes into your engine at the back there. Then you've got this carbon fiber side skirt here, which I think adds to the look of the car. Now, one of the big design features here is this double bubble on the roof here into this like clean lines at the back. As you can see here, the Capricorn logo. First time you'll ever see that on a car because it's their first production car. Also notice here, you've got a German license plate. That's because we're in Germany. I've actually flown here from Dubai today, and I knew my data was secure because I used Surfshark VPN, which is the sponsor of today's video. Now, we're always flying all over the world, bringing in these crazy cars through hotels, airports, sketchy Wi-Fi's. We need to know it's secure from hackers, big companies. That's where Surfshark comes in. For example, today on the shoot, we're gonna film this car and we've got to send it back to the UK team. I'm from Dubai, Mally and the cameraman's from southern Germany. So we're gonna have to send it on the Wi-Fi. That's where the clean web technology of Surfshark VPN comes in. It also has features like multi-hop, a kill switch to stop accidental exposure, an IP rotator, cookie pop-up blocking, and no activity logs ever. It's one of those tools you don't think you'll need it until you do. Go to surfshark.com/supercarblondie or use code supercarblondie at checkout to get 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN. The link is below, and now let's get back to this crazy car. Now, something you may have noticed at the back, there's no exhaust. That's because they are actually here and they come out through these carbon fiber holes in the glass here, which is insane. I've never seen that before. Now take a look at the shape here of the exhaust. I think that looks amazing, but that's for a reason. It's not functional. It's actually meant to look like the horns of a ram, like the Capricorn, like the brand. Now in here you can see, again, heaps of carbon fiber. This is the carbon fiber chassis. And then you've got, over in here you can see this gold heat shielding. Now that's directly from Formula One tech. You'll see that in Formula One engines. And then that ties into this massive 5.2 litre supercharged V8 engine. So you've got 900 horsepower, 1,000 Newton meters of torque in a car that weighs under 1,200 kilos, means you end up getting 0 to 100 in under 3 seconds and a top speed of about 360 k's an hour, which is wild. This thing is seriously fast. 5-speed manual, which is unusual. And you'll see that very shortly in the interior, which in comparison to this engine bay where there's a lot going on, it's kind of stripped back. So let's go have a look at that now. Now, to get on the inside, you have to open these gull wing doors. Have to mention those. I mean, who doesn't love a set of gull wing doors? How good do they look? Now, on the inside, you're gonna notice it's very, very stripped back in here, and that's for a reason. They want this to be a car that you drive, and it's all about that. So let's start with the seats. Fixed position seats with a 4-point racing harness. Then you've got 3-spoke steering wheel with only 2 switches 3 analog gauges, and then you've got your milled switches here. Then here you have your 5-speed gated manual transmission. Now this thing only comes in manual, which is quite interesting. We'll talk about that later. And then what else do you see? Nothing. There's no infotainment, nothing techie in here. This is a car that's meant to be driven. Now, pretty much everything you see in here is only an example of what you'll actually get on the finished car, because pretty much everything in here can be customized. So starting with the seats, these can be all changed. They can be Connolly leather in about, I think, over 100 different colors, or they can be Alcantara, depends what you want. You can pick and choose how much carbon fiber you have in here. Even the positions can be changed. So for example, this is really unusual. This can actually be moved up to 80 millimeters, depending on the height of the driver, as well as the steering wheel and the pedal position. So when you buy this car, it basically gets fitted custom to you. And you may notice that there's actually holes in the dash there, and this is actually the aircon vents, and they've used that as like a design element. So this is all carbon fiber, but then they've got the aircon running through here. And then cars these days, they are actually legally required to have a reverse camera, but what they've cleverly done is they've hidden the reverse camera. Will actually pop up on your central gauge, but you won't really be able to see it. So again, like there's tech in here that they have to have for legal reasons, but they've hidden it in a really creative way. But I have to say, it's a really cool looking interior. Okay, so we're here at a little airport for a test drive, which is a pretty good location for a drive, pretty fun. Let's jump in. First time jumping in. Now, try and do this elegantly, if I can. How was that? Elegant? It didn't feel very elegant. Wow, this feels amazing. That sounds so good. I can't wait to go for a drive in this thing. Gonna jump in the passenger seat and hang on, I think. So let's go. Okay, time to jump in. Now, if you love rare and exclusive cars like this, don't forget to check out sbxcars.com, our global online car auction platform. It's where you can buy and sell some of the world's most unique and collectible cars. So if you love cars like this, make sure you check it out. You'll probably find something you love. You gonna go easy on me, or?
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah. Oh. Goodness. Wow, 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 wow. What a machine. How is it to drive?
It's great. It's great pleasure. Yeah. It's really a man's car. So it's really, you feel what you're doing. So you hear it.
Yeah.
And you really feel what the car is doing. So you're not decoupled from the road.
Yeah.
It's really exact. You're notifying what you're doing. It's great.
How's the 5-speed manual feel?
I like it very much, because on nowadays roads car you have all these automatic drives, and this is really you decide when you shift, you hear it when you shift, so the revs go down by reasonable number, so that's really, you feel the torque.
You just feel everything when you it's a beautiful driving experience.
It is.
Wow. I'm a bit lost for words actually. That was an intense experience, but yeah, this thing, what a machine. It's so quick, so raw, the sound of that engine and the speed, it's like a proper driving experience. It doesn't feel like the car's, like all the traction controls taking over. It's just, wow. I'm gonna need to sit down for a bit, I think. And that's it for today, guys. What do you guys think? I think this is such a special collaboration, like a hypercar that's meant to be driven. You got the Italian flair of Zagato and the engineering brilliance of Capricorn. It's like, dare I say it, potentially an instant classic. I love this car. Now, big thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Surfshark. Go to surfshark.com/supercarblondie or use code supercarblondie at checkout. You can get 4 months free, and there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. So risk-free, you can give it a go. Thanks for joining us again, and we'll see you on the next one.